This is Paxton. He's the product marketing manager at 123 Main Street. He's working on a project in a cross-functional group to bring a new retail store to market. He has a meeting coming up that he can see that he's got to go into detail on a project overview. And he can begin to start preparing for that meeting very simply by just clicking on AI Companion and prepare for meeting. Inside of the side panel, AI Companion begins to get to work. It's pulling together past meetings about the 123 Main Street project. It's pulling chat messages in the chat channels and emails all together in a single summary. It gives us multiple pieces of information. The first thing it gives us is access to information about the meeting. The next thing is the purpose of the meeting. Why are we even meeting? Very critical in today's world because we're moving at such a fast pace to get everybody on the same page and avoid wasted time at the beginning of your meeting. The next section is updates, probably one of the most important parts. It's recent changes or decisions that have been made either in previous meetings, chat messages, or emails. And this is ensuring that we're all on the same page in terms of a go-forward strategy. The next section is tasks. These are open items that we likely will discuss in this upcoming meeting. And then finally, your topics. These are topics specific to you as an individual, so you certainly want to make sure that you're prepared to be able to talk to each of these items in the event that they come up. Now, from here, I have the ability to be able to go deeper into the information that I need to prepare for in these upcoming meetings. So I'm going to ask AI Companion to help me work through building out a customer experience strategy. Here we'll ask and we'll attach additional context with a marketing plan, and we'll ask AI Companion to help us prepare a detailed outline of our desired customer experience plan based on that attached document. Now that document could be 5, 10, 20 pages long and have details about the customer experience spread out across that document. Now what we're leveraging is the information captured in the meetings, chats, and emails, as well as the information that's contained inside of this marketing strategy document. Now, this is a really good start, but it's not perfect. So we can continue to use AI Companion as a brainstorming partner. So here we'll ask AI Companion if there are any blind spots or risks associated, some things that maybe we should be thinking about that we're really not thinking about. And we can now ask AI Companion to go a little bit deeper into the process of thinking through what a good customer experience strategy would be for an eco-friendly retail store. So these are some potential risks or blind spots, and we want to work through making sure that they're incorporated into our plan as well. So we can ask AI Companion to use the information that we captured initially in the plan, and then also all the information that's been captured as potential blind spots. And we could just ask AI Companion to rewrite the original strategy. Now, again, what we're building here is an outline, so we may want to get more detailed and add in some of the gaps. And we could do that either right here in the side panel by continuing to prompt AI Companion and ask for additional information to be captured, or by simply just highlighting any one of the sections that are maybe due here and just right-clicking on it, and we can create a task and share it within a chat channel. But one of the things I really like to do is to create a document. So right inside of the side panel, by clicking on these three dots, I can click Create a Doc. And this will create a shareable collaborative document. So if I shut off this side panel, you can see that this is a fairly long document that we've begun to start working on. It's a really good overview. But maybe I don't want to necessarily structure it this way. So I can select any information that I want to modify here, and we'll just select it all. And we'll engage with AI Companion right here in this document. And we'll ask to convert the details into a table format. Now I can continue to use AI Companion to get additional details, go deeper into any one of these specific line items. We can maybe, again, ask AI Companion to look again from a docs view and go a little bit deeper into identifying any gaps or blind spots that may be associated with this particular plan. We can either insert it and keep the original or replace it, and now we've got a doc that is a little bit easier to view, much easier maybe in our presentation a little bit later. Now, one of the things I might want to do here, let's insert a column. We can insert a column to the right, and we'll call this risks. And we can just simply, by selecting the entire table, we can ask AI Companion to help us fill out the column for risks associated with each of the, what do we call these, features, right? Features. And right now, what we want to do is employ AI Companion to help us go a little bit deeper. And again, what we're doing is leveraging AI Companion as a brainstorming partner here to help us identify maybe some gaps. And again, it's not going to get us to a point where it's 100%. We believe that humans provide significant value in the loop, but AI Companion can certainly help magnify not just the efficiency of getting out of the gates faster, but also help individuals to identify maybe some things that they didn't uncover and should be thinking about. And here we go. Now we've got a really nice table. We've set up not just a list of features and details, but also some risks associated to it. We can continue to modify and edit this. And then once we get to a certain point, we can share this to individuals just by typing in their email address. We can also share it with channels. So we'll share it with the new store 123 Main Street channel, and we can notify them right in chat. Here is the customer experience plan, and I can send that there. And once that's shared, those individuals are notified, or in the chat channel, you can see the chat gets shared here, and we can add. Now, while we're here in chat, you can see there's a lot of messages in this chat channel, and I can create a chat message by, or I can engage with AI Companion in all of these chat messages very simply by just opening up the side panel here. And when I do that, I can click on, let's say, summarize recent messages, for example. Now, right here in this chat, I have the ability to engage and extract all this great information out of the chat channel. And we've got a lot of individuals sharing a lot of different information in here. And you can see we can extract out not just recent chats, but I can ask for things like, what are some of the key unique differentiators from this particular project? If we're going to be developing a customer experience strategy, we better understand what some of those unique differentiators are so that we can make sure that we capitalize on those in our customer experience strategy. So ultimately, AI Companion will go to work and it'll look through all of the messages. There's dozens and dozens of very detailed messages in here where we've asked it to look through all of those messages and pull out all the different unique differentiators. And it identified 7 differentiators, pulled them out, and you can identify information about each of those differentiators by clicking on these source codes. These are going to take you right to the page where those items were listed in a chat message discussing the unique differentiators. And this allows you to get additional context of the information. And you can see it was over the course of 6 different messages that were shared there. Now, I also might want to start extracting out all my action items. Maybe I have to report out to my manager of all the work that I've done on this particular project. Well, I can use AI Companion to sift through all of those chat messages to identify any action items that were brought up as a result of the discussions in this chat message. And here we go. We, because it has context awareness, it knows who I am, the fact that that I'm looking for my own action items. It pulls out all of Paxton's in this case. Now, I'm getting closer and closer to being ready for this upcoming meeting, but I can go back in time at previous meetings as well. And I can begin to start thinking through maybe what are some of the items from our previous meeting. So let's go back to that previous meeting and I can click on it inside of the calendar. And as you can see here, our calendar is integrated with Microsoft. but it can be others. It could be Google, it could be Zoom, Calendar as well. By clicking on the meeting, I can see a quick recap of that meeting. I can see a list of action items. So these are all to-dos that came from that particular meeting. And then a topic by topic summary of each different topic that we discussed. Now, off to the right here, I can begin to engage and ask questions about any information that I want to gather out of that particular meeting. So in this case, let's ask AI Companion to help provide us some of the ideas from each participant that was in this particular meeting. We'll ask to also provide a list of final decisions that we made inside of the meeting as well. In this case, what we want to extract out is all of the ideas that were shared so we can make sure that we're incorporating those ideas into our customer experience plan. In this case, this was a discussion of not just customer experience, but also how we're going to train our employees in the field retail branch offices here. And so we walked through a phased training. We walked through a number of ideas. There's some from Paxton, some from Amelia, and then also some of the final decisions that were made as well. Now, I think this is a really good list. One of the things I want to make sure that we're prepared to talk about is our strategy inside of this meeting. So let's capture these key unique differentiators, but I don't want to present them as a list. Let's go to whiteboard, and inside a whiteboard, I can click on AI Companion and just simply copy those in here. And I'm going to actually ask it first. I'm going to ask it to create a mind map, and AI Companion gets to work. So it uses the information that's contained in this side panel here, and it creates a mind map that we could use as a good discussion point on all of those key unique differentiators. And I can keep that. I can modify this just by simply moving and dragging and dropping these items, and we can simply clean them up, right, very easily. I also can just simply prompt AI Companion directly. So I can ask AI Companion to create it from scratch. So let's say we'll do a mind map again, and this time we're just going to ask it to help me create a customer experience plan for an eco-friendly retail clothing company. Again, we want to walk through this plan on our meeting later today, but I want to prepare and get ready for it. So here you can see a nice overview of what that plan might look like. I really like some of the ideas that were shared here. Let's maybe build some of this out a little bit further. So let's go into organic materials, and we can click on AI Companion and create child nodes, and it'll use the information that's contained within inside of the mind map to build it out even further. So here we go. We got organic materials. It walks through all the different organic materials and then different considerations for each of those. So this allows us to be able to have a much more detailed conversation when we meet about our customer experience plan later. Now that we're all ready for our meeting, we can simply come in here and click on the meeting and start it right from here.